Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A with my littles. A lot of you guys have been requesting to see more of them, so I figured I'd bring them on camera. If you watch my vlogs, you see them quite often. You see Sophia in a couple other videos too, so I hope you guys are excited. I asked you over on Instagram to send in your questions, so I've got both of them here with me today. I'm going to have them introduce themselves real quick, and then we're going to hop right on in. So,
hi guys, I'm Sophia.
And I'm Logan.
Alright, let's get on with this. First up, we're going to start off with just the basics. I want to know your major and your hometown, why you chose Kent State.
Okay, so my major, I'm fashion design. I'm going to minor in some sort of marketing, but I haven't declared that yet. I'm going to wait till my sophomore year, I'm pretty sure, or at the end of this semester. I'm from Toledo, Ohio.
Which is how far from here? Which
is 2.5 hours away. It's northwest Ohio. Wait, what?
Oh, that was good. I don't know that.
Yeah, northwest Ohio. It's almost by the line of Michigan. So I live there, and what else? What was that other one?
Why you chose Kent?
Okay, so my original top choice was Cincinnati because of their DAP program, their fashion program. But I ended up coming here because it's closer to my grandparents. They live 15 minutes away, and I got more money off here. So, yeah,
gotta follow the scholarship. All right, Logan.
All right, well, I'm Logan again. My major is biology, but I have intentions of doing pharmaceutical sales with that. But I went that route because it might hopefully get me a job easier. And I chose Kent because I'm kind of a homebody, and it's only like an hour away from my hometown, which is Amherst, Ohio. So it's like only an hour-ish. It's not that bad of a drive.
So kind of going off of that, I know that Sophia already talked about Cincinnati, but what other colleges were you looking at, and why did you choose like Kent over those other schools?
So I was looking at OU actually, but like I said, I'm a homebody, so that is a 3.5 hour drive. That's like the longest 3.5 hours ever, and it is the biggest party school ever that I just don't think was like really fit for me. No, like I couldn't live that lifestyle every single week.
If you guys didn't know, I am a sophomore fashion merchandising major, and I'm from Maryland, so I'm about 4.5, 5 hours from home, as opposed to these chickies. What made you want to go through recruitment?
So I wanted to go through recruitment to meet new girls. No one from my hometown. Well, there was a couple of girls that came here, but I really didn't know that many people, and I wanted to have an outlet where I could meet new people and have like a leadership position. And yeah, that was basically why.
Because of everything going on, it's literally so hard to make friends. So in a sense, I
wanted to meet people.
I was gonna say bought my friends.
I
know that was bad to say I bought my friends, but. And I also only know 3 people that actually came here from my hometown, so it wasn't like I started off with a big group of people.
I mean, that's why I went through recruitment. I didn't know anyone here, and
I mean, you really didn't.
I really didn't know anyone here, so I was like, you know what, might as well go through. So going off that, everyone wants to know, how did you know that Alpha Phi was like for you? What was your aha moment during recruitment when you realized this is the sorority for me? There are 8 sororities here, if you guys didn't know.
Okay, so I have a couple, but I'll only say 2. My mom's, one of her really great friends, actually had a heart attack almost a year ago, and she ran marathons almost every single day. Not every single day.
Every single day
she ran marathons almost every single year. She ran over 8 or 10 miles a day. She was very fit. Well, she still is very fit, and she had a heart attack. And so I liked our philanthropy on how it's women's heart health. And also, just you know, I've heard before that they say that there's just a little symbol. If you see it in the sorority, you kind of know it feels like home. My mom always had hydrangeas growing up, and I remember I came with my friends. We drove by the manch to see it, and there was hydrangeas everywhere outside of the house, and so it's kind of
so it
reminds me of home. Yeah.
Okay. You?
Oh my gosh, mine is not that personal. Basically, during recruitment, since it was on Zoom, it was hard to actually know how different every sorority was, but the girls were so nice, so cute. Everyone had the cutest little outfits on, and since I'm not far from the school, I've always followed all the sororities, Instagram and stuff, so I always saw all their philanthropies, everything they posted. They all just looked so cute and put together, and I don't know, it just felt
Who did you talk to during preference round?
I talked to Katie.
Sydney.
So did you know who I was before going through recruitment / did you watch my videos beforehand?
So I did the summer before I moved, obviously. I wanted to know what I should get for my dorm. So I was searching what to get for dorm, and her videos popped up.
Did my videos pop up from the Kent search or from the what to bring, and then you realized I went to Kent?
it was a what to bring, and then I realized she actually went to Kent, because then I saw Kent, and then I clicked on it, because obviously that's where I was going, and then in her video she said that she was a fashion merchandising, and I'm fashion design, which I also had interest for merchandising, so I would follow all her videos, and girls from my hometown, I would share them. I'd be like, hey, if you need to know what to get for your dorm, like, I'd send them the link, and then all of my friends designed their whole dorms the same way, like I did with her video.
What's awesome, is that you found me not knowing that I went to Kent.
Yeah, I mean, later on, I think some of your videos have, like, Kent, and so then I would just, like, she has her playlist for sorority stuff, and I knew I wanted to be in sorority, and then, so, I mean, I think also why I picked Alpha Phi was because I knew more about it from watching your videos.
You have that outside perspective.
But that wasn't the reason why I picked.
Okay.
So it's so weird. I did the same thing, actually, but I searched on YouTube. I was like...
Yeah, same.
I don't know why, but I wanted to see the dorm. I wasn't even looking for what to bring. I was like, Centennial E, Kent State dorm. And like, yours was the first one that popped up. And I was like, that's literally exactly what I needed. And then I copied it from top to bottom, same thing. I sent it to all my friends, like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. This is all the dorms that we got. Like, this is exactly what it looks like.
The fur rug on the chair.
Dude, at first though, I watched it and I was like, this girl's like so well pussy. First of all, I didn't even know you're famous or like new people. Or,
I'm
like,
not famous.
Okay, you're
I'm
pretty
a
much
normal
famous.
person.
Whatever. She's
I'm a normal
higher up than we are. Okay, we'll put it like that. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, she's just like really well put together for this girl making this YouTube video. Like, this is a really cute really productive. That was cute. And then as I started going through recruitment, they were like, oh, she's in Alpha Phi. And I was like, what? I didn't even know you actually.
So you didn't watch my videos. You had watched some of them, but you were like, Sophia watched my vlogs. Like, she knew what my life was like.
No, like when I found that out, I was like, oh my god, I watched that girl's video to make it, and I felt so embarrassed. I was like, I literally copied everything that she just did.
And also when Alpha Phi, they posted their house tour, and I gave the house. But I had already seen her room, that whole clip, because you had it in one of your vlogs, I think. Or like, you had it before they did that, It
comes for a circle, guys. I know that you guys want to know how they picked me as their big, but a lot of people don't know how the big little process works, so I'm going to cover that real quick first. So basically here in Alpha Phi, every sorority does it differently, so I can't speak for everyone, but here the girls who are taking littles, so if you're a potential big, which is what I was before I got them, you get put into like this list, and there are all of the potential littles, and you get matched up with, we got put with 3 a week, and you date these girls for like 6 weeks. You meet three different girls every single week.
It was so busy.
You go out with them,
It was stressful.
Literally every day they're like, coffee. I'm like, oh my god, I've had coffee 3 times a day.
Too much ice cream.
Yeah, so you can go get ice cream, coffee. I liked to bring people here and like just cook dinner, because I know they wanted to get out of like the dining hall, the dorms. You could go for a hike, like just like, you know, like little, like as if you were dating a boy, basically, no different. And you're only obligated to meet with them once. After that, it's up to you if you want to see them again. So like Sophia, her and I had met each other, and then
we met each other before the Big Little.
But after that, like we would see each other like once a week leading up. Like we kept seeing each other, whereas Logan I hadn't even met before. So they're gonna kind of explain how they chose me and how we met, like kind of along the lines of that. So you start first. How we met / why you chose me as your big.
Okay, definitely was at a disadvantage. I had COVID and
like right in the middle of the dating period.
Yeah, and so I literally met only a few people, and like the people that I were supposed to meet, they were like, oh, I have COVID, so like all my potential like dates and bigs were all literally sick.
Everyone was sick at different times.
Yeah,
like as soon as you would be healthy, your date would be sick.
So my dates were sick before I was sick, and then I got sick, and then my dates that weren't sick were trying to meet with me, and so I didn't meet like hardly anyone. And then actually she had DM'd me before, like when I first started rushing.
Slid in.
Yeah, you slid. She actually slid in my DMs.
I did. I said you seem so cool. Like I'd really like to hang out, like meet each other.
Yeah. So I tried texting because I was like, okay. Once I felt better, I was like, I need to actually like make the dates myself, because now I haven't met anybody. So I tried texting her, and then she had COVID, and then I was like, well, okay. I've met nobody, and I don't know. Personally, I just basically chose you based off of like I watched all your videos,
what you knew about
and what I knew about you, and I was like, she has a good work ethic too, like she's like put together, productive, like if anything it's not going to be a negative impact, like if she is my if she's my big, and like I just liked your style, liked everything, so it just seemed like a
And so tell about the first day we met. We didn't meet each other until Big Little reveal.
I hugged her when they're like, it's my big. I was like, okay,
when you dropped the sheet, that was when we met. 1, 2, 1.
So I was like, hi, nice to meet you. It wasn't like the scream, like, oh my god, I knew it was you.
I'll try to insert the clips of us finding out that, like, Big Little right
It
here.
looked real.
It does, like, no, but we weren't.
We weren't.
We were excited to see each other, but we didn't know each other beforehand, and I had already taken Sophia as a little. They called me, and I was like, yes, like, I want her. And they were like, okay, do you also want Logan? And I was like, I've literally never met this girl, but, like, sure. Like, what's the worst that can happen? I was like, she seems cool.
And you tried reaching out to her.
I was the side little is what I was.
And as so many of you guys were like, oh, you never show Logan. It was because, like, I didn't know her beforehand.
Yeah, no.
So, okay, now you, Missy.
I remember I was shopping at Joann Fabrics like the week before school with my mom, and we were getting supplies for my sewing class, and I was like, oh my god, like, I just won this giveaway, like, I've never won a giveaway before. And she's like, oh, it's probably fake, it's probably just like a scam. I'm like, no, like, this girl is at my like school, like, it's not fake. And so then we like, it took us probably 2 to 3 weeks to set up a date to like get this stuff. Or to get the
because usually I would ship out a giveaway package, but because I knew that she was coming to Kent, I was like, oh, well, I'll just
when I was already moved in.
Yeah, and she looked cool. I could obviously see her Instagram, and I was like, well, instead of just like dropping this off, I want to hang out with this girl and like try to be friends. So we had to wait until after the recruitment process because you're not allowed to meet up with girls that are going through recruitment. So she ended up going Alpha Phi, and so then I was like, oh, okay, we're sorority sisters now. So at that point, we met up.
Yeah, and so then we went to go get coffee, and then we had like a little like Ivy Linker before we had Ivy Linkers.
That's what we call the dates. So
that's basically.
And then we met up like once a week, like that whole process. We had gone to Barrio, we took pictures together. Because I really liked her, and so did a lot of other people. So I was like, I have to keep dating this girl so that she likes me.
It's funny because I didn't even know that actually when we were like getting our baskets.
Yeah.
And so I was a basket, and I'm like, oh my god, it looks just like your basket. I was like, we probably are twins. And
I remember I was in Kara's dorm when she lived in my hall, and me, Kara, and Jenna, we're all in Alpha Phi, and so we would always go to each other's rooms to see what we got for Big Little. And so like, I remember we were all like, in Kara and Jenna's room, and I was like looking through the baskets, and I was like, the Snapchat group chat, someone just posted the same thing I got. I was like, I feel like we might be twins. And then I remember we like started Snapchatting, like we ranked.
Well, and then when you said it, you're like, well, I've went out with her a few times. I was like, oh, okay, so that's for sure who we got. Okay, because that makes sense.
So makes more sense
for you than.
She knew it was me. Someone said, when did you know that you wanted Mckenzie as your big? She already said kind of how, but how did you know that you wanted me as your big and not someone else?
So I went like on a couple Ivy Linkers. I actually went on so many Ivy Linkers now that I think about it, but there was only a couple of girls that I went with like multiple times. And I picked Mckenzie just because like I kind of like have a blog, but I'm not really like that active on it right now. That wasn't like the main reason why I picked you. I mean, you would help me with it, and I'm trying to like focus on other things right now. But this is getting so off topic. This is not the question. Okay, so mainly why I picked Mckenzie was because she's very productive, she gets things done in a day, and I can like look up to her and like.
But I'm still your guys' friend at the same time.
Yeah, but
it's
like not like weird if we hang out.
You still like have like a bigger sister type of vibe, and also like you're very good at advice.
Oh, thanks.
And so I felt like I needed to pick someone who was going to be like a mentor, like an older sister, because I've never had an older sister. And I literally said that when you were like, what's the most, in your vlog, what was the most thing like you're looking forward to? And I said Big Little because I've never had an older sister. Another reason why I picked her was because we're both in fashion, and a lot of the other girls I was going on dates with like aren't in fashion, and so it's kind of easy to like relate to classes and stuff, and like we're both in the same major, so we can talk about similar classes. So that was another reason why.
What is your favorite part about having a big? Just in general, not necessarily me as your big, but like, why do you like having a big?
Well, I have an emergency contact now at Kent, so if anything's happening and I call you, you're required to get me and help me.
I mean, if I've had to pick you up a couple times, and so you pick up me a couple times, you drive us places.
Yeah.
It's just like someone you can rely on.
Someone that
and like, especially living in the mansion, like, it's so nice to have someone else's room you can just go to with
this
like
semester
out
she
knocking.
lives here.
Yeah, so I don't live there. I'll be living there next year actually with her. But and I don't know, it just makes it easier because then it's like I'm not here, so it's harder for me to meet all the girls here. But like if I want to go somewhere, I could be like, hey, will you go with me?
And we still do a lot together. Like Sophia and I obviously see each other more because we live right next to each other. But like tonight,
but there's some days where we don't even like.
Yeah, we don't see each other every day.
We don't see each other every day.
So it just depends.
We have busy schedules. But.
Okay, what are your future plans? Dream job?
My dream job would be to live in the city. I don't care what city it is. And work for a bigger company where I can go to someone and they can tell me what to do, and I just like work all day and then go back.
Doing what though?
Just any job for all day in the city.
Some type of fashion job. I mean, my dream job would be to like design on Lululemon's team or like design on like another.
So you want
bigger,
to be the person designing the clothing, but for a different company.
Yes.
You don't want to.
Do you make them or would you just draw them?
I would draw them and like give like different like colors and like textures and patterns and stuff like that, and then there would be people who actually make the clothes, but I would be like on the team that like shows them like what should be out for the next.
Okay, you?
My dream job is a trophy wife. I don't want to go to school and work, but that's not ideal. So my dream job, my other one that I have to do, is pharmaceutical sales and be like really high up though in sales because you actually can be.
What does that mean? Like, because not everyone knows what pharmaceutical sales are. Like, what are you selling?
Basically, like their medicine or their equipment. I would go to these doctors and present them with it, and basically I would go off of every fact and every like little thing they gave me on it and explain to them why they need to buy this and why it's better than the stuff that they have right now.
Okay.
And I can pretty much go anywhere with that if I get to be like successful enough and like good at it where I can like kind of control my own schedule and like what I want to do.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna end on this one because I kind of like it and I'm gonna answer this too. So how have you guys influenced each other? Like you two and me. How have we influenced each other? Like what are maybe not things you say or like things you do necessarily, but like how have you taken elements of me and put that into you since you've met me and vice versa?
Okay, so I would say like when we go out and we take pictures and stuff, like you help me like with my pages and then like I'll take pictures for your page.
I'll leave them like so linked here so you guys can check it out.
Or my other account.
Or your personal. I'll leave their personals down below too, but
because I haven't really been active on living like so, but that's another story.
We just shot 5 Valentine's Day outfits.
I know, but like in the past.
Time's taken.
Okay, so another quality is just she's like very productive. Like I said earlier, like if you watch her vlogs, what she does in a day, it's insane. And I feel like I've kind of adapted to that in a way. Like I kind of like have brought it on myself too. Not that I wasn't productive before I like knew her, but I just feel like I get a lot more done in the day because like when I see her vlogs or you know hear what she's doing, I'm more motivated to do that. So
okay, so you influenced me by also being productive because there's a point in time where like I'm doing so many hard classes right now that I just did not even want to do it anymore. I was like, I should just quit it and do something completely different. And then I realized like you literally put in, like you're explaining how many hours you put in, like actually editing, vlogging, blogging, like all that. And I was like, that's so dramatic of me to just like not put in the extra effort when it's gonna go like the long way. But and then Sophia, you influenced me by you take a lot of pride in your aesthetic, I think, in your private story. So yeah, I'm trying to be like
pride in your aesthetic.
Well, okay.
You do. No, that makes sense.
If you know Sophia on a personal level,
very,
you
like,
know.
I don't mean it in a bad way. Like
No,
it's all good things. Like she's just like super like.
Can't post red on my
like. Her private story is funny. She posts a lot on there.
Too. You'll know if you're not on me because I post a lot.
You'll know. Don't guess.
If you don't have 15 minutes to tap through at the end of the night, you ain't on it.
It's a bedtime story.
Bedtime.
You can't just watch. Actually, I hate you a little bit though because sometimes I'll see the preview thing and it's something that I really want to see.
And then you have to
Okay. And I'm like, and then I skip away from it. Like I'll go to it later.
One thing I've adapted from Logan though is that she does not give a beep. Can we do that? No, one thing I love about Logan is that she does not care like what people think. Like if you like mistreat her, She'll put you in a place. She will put you in where you belong and tell you straight to your face, and then
just
they
call me crazy.
And then they're just kind of like, okay, I don't want to mess with that girl, because I kind of like let people walk all over me sometimes, and so
do I.
And so I feel like in a way I've been like, okay, I need to be more like Logan, like I need to like boss up.
Last question, I lied actually. Someone asked what is Sophia's role in our sorority, because she is on exec, so real quick.
So my position, I'm a panhandling delegate, so I go to all the panhandle meetings every other week, and they're usually on Wednesdays, so we just have to like update panhandle, like what our chapter is up to, like what are like things going on, and then we also have GBM meetings where all the sororities come together on like once a month or every other month, and so I have to like go to those meetings and say, this is what our chapter is doing right now, and then other girls, like everyone can come to those meetings. And so then also I have to take attendance for those meetings on who comes, because you also get points for those.
And Panhandle runs all sororities. It's like this, it's the president of all the presidents, basically.
Yeah. So, and then just going to things like with our exec, we had internationals last weekend where it's just like a conference where you just learn things about how to improve like your chapter and your leadership individually. So yeah.
I don't have a position anymore. Last semester I was under finance, but I didn't take on a position this semester, and neither is she.
I didn't want to my first year. I feel like I don't know enough. Like, I mean, I think it's awesome that you did it, but I feel like me personally, I feel like I know nothing yet, and because of COVID on top of that, we haven't like really done anything.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your biggest, I'm asking this from me, what is your biggest piece of advice to freshmen that are going, like, right now in school as far as meeting people goes, like, breaking out of your shell? Like, if you could give one piece of college advice to someone, what would you give them?
Okay, sororities have a bad rep. They come off as corny and weird, and like the girls are just mean and stuff.
Yeah, I've heard like girls saying you're a little clone for their chapter, and you just go around and advertise for them.
Like, okay, so sure, there's some people you're not gonna like, but you're not gonna like people and everywhere you go. And honestly, this was like probably the easiest way for you to actually make friends. Like, it's like, here's a group of people that are kind of similar to you, like, talk to them.
You have similar interests in?
And I always have said in my videos, you guys know me, I did not have, not a bad experience my freshman year, but I definitely was on the fence if I wanted to stay in Alpha Phi, because I didn't feel like I was making friends. And as far as COVID goes, like, there's no other way to meet people right now, especially if you're not going into classes. So I think going through recruitment's awesome for that, but you're not gonna like all 150 girls, however many people are in your chapter, but if you join the cheer squad with 150 people, you're not gonna like all those girls either.
And I feel like
it gives you
my view on it is I like every single girl, but I like them in different ways. Like, everyone brings something different to the table, and so that's also like a good thing. But my piece of advice would be, people in high school right now, go and major on something that you're passionate about, because if you go to college and like you take all these boring classes, then you're not gonna be motivated to like work hard and get good grades. So I would say, if you're passionate about it, major in it.
Mic drop. All right, everyone, that is going to be all for today's little Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little bit more of my littles. If you guys watch my vlogs, or if you don't watch them, I recommend watching them, because you see these pretty faces all the time in those videos. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any other videos that you want to see us do together, leave them down below, and give this video 2 thumbs up, baby. All right, love you guys. See you soon.
Thank you.